Are you a morning person or a night owl? Have you ever been to a music festival? What's your favorite season and why? How do you usually unwind after a long day? What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? Have you ever tried any extreme sports? Can you recommend a good TV show to watch? What's your dream job? Do you prefer tea or coffee? What's the most memorable concert you've attended? Have you ever participated in a volunteer program? What's your favorite way to exercise? What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Are you a good cook? What's your signature dish? What's your favorite type of dessert? Have you ever been in a long-distance relationship? How do you handle stress? Can you play any musical instruments? Do you enjoy going to art galleries or museums? What's the best trip you've ever taken? Are you a cat person or a dog person? Have you ever gone skydiving or bungee jumping? What's the most beautiful place you've ever seen? Can you speak any other languages besides English? What's your favorite childhood memory? Do you enjoy watching sports? Which ones? Have you ever won a contest or competition? How do you like to celebrate your birthday? What's the last thing you learned that surprised you? Do you have any hobbies or special interests? What's your favorite type of movie genre? Have you ever tried any water sports like surfing or scuba diving? Do you prefer city life or living in the countryside? What's the most challenging thing you've ever done? Can you tell me about a memorable dream you've had? Do you enjoy camping or staying in hotels? What's your favorite type of cuisine to cook at home? Have you ever been on a road trip? Where did you go? How do you stay motivated to achieve your goals? What's the most interesting fact you know? Do you have a favorite quote or motto? Have you ever met any famous people? What's the best piece of advice you would give to your younger self? Do you prefer reading physical books or e-books? Have you ever taken part in a marathon or other sporting events? What's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you? Can you play any sports? Which ones? What's your favorite type of music to listen to when you're feeling down? Have you ever tried any exotic foods? Do you enjoy going to the beach or the mountains? What's your favorite board game or card game? Have you ever been on a cruise? How was the experience? What's your favorite type of art? Painting, sculpture, photography. Do you enjoy going to the theater or watching movies at home? What's the most beautiful natural phenomenon you've witnessed? Have you ever been on a safari or seen wild animals up close? What's your favorite thing about your hometown? Do you enjoy dancing? What's your favorite dance style? Have you ever attended a live sports event? What's your favorite type of weather? Do you prefer swimming in pools or in the ocean? Have you ever tried any meditation or mindfulness practices? What's the most challenging book you've ever read? Do you have any favorite podcasts? What are they about? Have you ever done any DIY projects or crafts? What's the best piece of advice you would give to someone starting a new job? Do you enjoy gardening or taking care of plants? What's your favorite type of fruit? Have you ever been on a hiking trip? Where did you go? What's the most interesting documentary you've watched? Do you have any favorite comedians or stand-up shows? What's the most valuable lesson you've learned from a mistake? Have you ever taken part in a karaoke night? What's your favorite way to relax and pamper yourself? Do you enjoy going to amusement parks or roller coasters? What's the best piece of advice you would give to someone learning a new language? Have you ever tried any martial arts or self-defense classes? What's your favorite type of vehicle? Cars, motorcycles, bicycles. Do you enjoy solving puzzles or brain teasers? Have you ever been to a comedy show or improv performance? What's the most inspiring book you've ever read? Do you have any favorite fashion designers or clothing brands? What's the most memorable wedding or celebration you've attended? Have you ever gone on a camping trip? How was the experience? What's your favorite type of exercise? Running, yoga, weightlifting. Do you enjoy watching documentaries? What topics interest you? Have you ever tried any water activities like kayaking or paddleboarding? What's the best piece of advice you would give to someone about to start college? Do you have any favorite authors or books? What's the most delicious meal you've ever had? Have you ever done any volunteer work or community service? What's your favorite type of flower or plant? Do you enjoy attending concerts or music festivals? What's the most interesting historical fact you know? Have you ever taken a cooking or baking class? What's your favorite type of dessert to indulge in? Do you enjoy going to parties or social gatherings? What's the most beautiful piece of art you've ever seen? Have you ever tried any winter sports like skiing or snowboarding? What's your favorite type of exercise to stay fit and healthy?